Okay, it is currently 6:20 p.m. The tall glass on the left is a glass of water from the sink that I did not yet wash, only water as a control. Nothing should happen to that. And then on the right is acetic acid, a 5% concentration of acetic acid, which is basically just your normal plain old white vinegar. Eggs, 2 eggs, they don't look any different than each other. They both have their little print on them. So we'll put this one in there. Amazing, nothing happened. Another cool experiment to test would be how old does the egg have to get before it floats? And that's supposed to be one of the ways you can tell if an egg has gone bad, is if it floats in water. That one sinks. I bought it about 5 minutes ago. Here is our 5% acetic acid solution. It has already very quickly actually begun to bubble. I'm a little surprised at that. Let's see. Well, it's going. Which bodes very, very well for the stronger acids we're going to do. Okay, so here are our eggs after 10 minutes. Shockingly, the plain old water egg hasn't changed at all, except that there's a little bit of a bubble, something going on right there. It didn't crack or anything. And then here is our vinegar egg. I won't do, not gonna be knocking around the stronger acids, but that's just vinegar, so it's okay. Just bubbly. Been 10 minutes, that's okay. So we'll put those aside for now and bring out, this is 10% acetic acid, so it's twice the strength of regular white vinegar. And we have, what did this come to? This beaker is wrong, the volumetric thing is wrong, but it is about 180 mils. So here we have a third egg, same batch, bought it about 20 minutes ago. And we'll pop this into the vinegar. Doop. It's just barely completely covered, or maybe not quite. No, it is just barely completely covered. Does that look like it's bubbling faster than the other one? Maybe. All right, we'll leave that for 10 minutes. Okay, so here, hold on, let me actually do that. Again, water, very boring, nothing exciting. Regular 5%, got something going on, still bubbling away, happily. As it, of course, as it gets those bubbles on it, it wants to float more. And now, I don't know if you can just see, there's some little bits at the top of the solution there, but that's bubbling away happily. Now let's take a look at our 10%, which is also bubbling away very happily. Does it look any particular? It's certainly bubbling more. But for these, it has only been, I mean, you can see, it doesn't look like bubbles. It looks like, was it calcium chloride or whatever that would be on? It's definitely doing something. So this one has been only 10 minutes. Those other two have been 20. So now, what we have here is 25% acetic acid. It's about 200 mils. I diluted this down from what's considered pure glacial acetic acid. which is extremely noxious smelling. So here's our 25%. So this is 2.5 times stronger than the previous one that we just did. And there we go. Yeah, so it's going quite a bit, you know, faster, more effervescent. All right, let's leave that for 10 minutes. Okay, here we are after another 10 minutes. This one, I mean, we can just sort of let go, right? That's about all that's ever going to happen with that one. Water, 5% again, because it's bubbling. It begins to float when it gets all of its bubbles on it. And then as you knock those off, it sinks again. Let's pour a little bit of that out. What do you say? Now it's easier. Anyway, so that's been a half hour. Yeah, okay. 10% has been 20 minutes. And you can see along the sides here of the beaker, you see that bubbly, it almost looks like soap. Still going, and that kind of looks like a crack, doesn't it? Just there to the left of the little print thing. That's 10% after 20 minutes. And here is 25% after only 10 minutes. Yeah, see how it's sudsy? The 25% is strong enough that I wouldn't really want to get it on me. And it looks, that's not bubbles, it doesn't seem. That seems like it's actually, the eggshell itself seems bubbly. We will keep these and show once they're done, but it appears that that is actually the texture of the egg. We're going to take a quick break, and then we will be back with the hydrogen chloride. So I'm swapping vessels now because I'm just running out of glassware. And this is what the 10% solution egg was in, and I literally just poured it out into another glass that I have, and actually I should probably pour it back because I should use the smaller one for the hydrogen chloride. But anyway, and you can see again it looks like soap. That's just the eggshell dissolving and producing, is it calcium chloride and carbon dioxide, I guess? Something like that. Anyway. Okay, it is starting to smell a bit in here, and I don't want to knock over any of the acids I've prepared, so water, vinegar, 10%, which is, you know, going. It's interesting. Now, it's worth mentioning, as I'm sure you know, or someone, your mom/teacher could tell you. First of all, I just realized I don't have headphones in. That's 25%. Second of all, as strong as vinegar smells, it's considered a weak acid, which means it doesn't break down completely into its important parts, the hydrogen and whatever in water. Hydrochloric acid, or muriatic acid, or it used to be called, spirit of salt or something, is a strong acid. It does completely dissociate. What we have here is a 1 mole solution of hydrochloric acid. So I think that comes to 10%. thereabouts, about 10% hydrochloric acid, and I expect that this will be much more lively, which is why I'm wearing the same black gloves that I wore when I did these dilutions. So this is 200 mils of 1 molar hydrochloric acid and an egg. And I should have gotten a smaller cup to drop that in. Ooh. And it floats almost immediately because it's got so much bubble. So we'll come back to that in a few minutes. Actually, we won't. Let's put that aside. Because here we have 200 mils of triple that. This is a 3 molar solution. Anyway, this is 3 molar. ChatGPT did the dilution calculations for me. I just measured it out. So this is a 3 molar solution. Yeah. And then we can drop this one much more daintily. Oh, there it goes. Look at that. Look at that. Doop. All right, let's come back in about 10 minutes.
Quelle glace incroyable est-ce que je vois.